Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome to Ebony Championship Wrestling, where we hit the mat running with all things WWE. We dive into the biggest moments, the hottest rivalries, and we give the boldest predictions in pro wrestling. Saturday night main event is straight ahead. Liv finally picks up a clean win, and Solo still needs you to acknowledge him. Do you? The boys are here, wrestling is cool, and this is the ECW show. Let's get it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and wrestling fans across the globe. This is the Ebony Championship Wrestling Show. Please welcome to your screen our resident tribal chief, Griff, aka Griff Nation.
What's up, everybody? Good to see y'all tonight. Make sure y'all acknowledge your boy, Griff Nation.
You can find Griff on Instagram at GriffNation84 and on X at CGriff84. Rounding out this chat room is the man of 101 holds, Montay, aka Coach Montay.
What's up, ECW fam? Good to see my brothers. Let's get into this. A good night of wrestling, doing what we do. Saturday night main event is here. Can't wait to chop it up. I also want to pick Griff Nation's brain tonight on that dark match. Got some thoughts on Bianca here, so let's get into it tonight.
Follow him on Instagram at Coach Montay24. I am your host, the Jackie Miles, and it's good to be back with the boys. Behind the scenes, of course, is our wise man, none other than BDixx, aka Pablo Dixon. Let's get started tonight, boys. We're going to jump right into the situation. We're going to go right into our power rankings, as we haven't done this in a long time. So let's go ahead and go down the list for the people. Go ahead and give your thoughts on each person as we go down this power rankings list. Coming in at number 10 is Jacob Fatu. Coach.
I love you, Solo. This man's been showing out, putting in work. Obviously, the new enforcer. Showed out in the War Games match, stole the show, and then obviously with a strong showing to beat Jay in that Advantage match. And he's got to get his way into the power rankings. So good to have him here at 10.
Coming in at number 9 is none other than the tribal chief, Solo Sikoa. Coach.
He's still wearing the Ulafala. Roman ain't got it off him yet, but hey, the months he's put in, he took the dagger form of War Games, but hey, he's still the fake tribal chief. But hey, he's been strong in carrying Friday night and carrying this new group, and then hey, it's more to come for him. So good in that 9.
At number 8 is Monday Night Mommy, Rhea Ripley. Griff.
Bobby is hell bent to get back at Liv. I don't think she no more cares about that world title anymore. I think she just wants to end Liv once and for all. So Mommy's not playing no games.
At number 7, giving a great interview this past week with Michael Cole, is Kevin Owens. Coach, over to you.
This man gets funnier and funnier every time. He's doing great work outside the ring. Ain't even wrestling, and he's still prime time. So KO, one of the greatest feuds. He's starting with Cody. Can't wait to see him go at it this Saturday night, but definitely deserves to get in here with the work he's been doing.
At number 6 is the Queen of the Ring, Griff. Over to you, Nia Jax.
Yeah, Nia is pretty much showing that she's the queen. She's the stellar, and she's not going anywhere, and she's not taking no prisoners whatsoever. So anything that comes her way, she's pretty much put that wall up and said it's not going to happen. So I don't see her dropping that title anytime soon. And she's holding on to that queen title crown real good on her head.
Coming in at number 5 with the greatest laugh in WWE history is Liv Morgan. Griff, over to you.
Hey, Liv, she's doing everything she can to maintain that title. Every trick she got her sleeve, but I think she's run out of tricks and ideas. So she better find out something new, and otherwise, she won't be champion for long. But as of right now, she's doing a good job putting all the types of tricks and shenanigans to keep her title around her waist.
Coming in at number 4 with a new gimmick that even the Bloodline was like, nah, we good. It's Shinsuke Nakamura. Coach, over to you.
Hey, the new United States champion, well deserved, well earned. The work that he's put in, to take the time to get the right gimmick that fits him. He's going to a darker place, and I see great things for him going into 2025 with that belt. So, well earned, hopping in the top 5 for Shinsuke.
The American Nightmare comes in at number 3. Griff, go ahead and give our reasonings.
Yeah, the American Nightmare. Cody is still performing at the highest elite level. One of the greatest matches of the year with Chad Gable this past week. Showing that as he's a champion, he's a fighting champion, and he's do everything he can to maintain and be the example. But Cody better hold on tight while he can, because he got a very tough task coming ahead of him with KO this Saturday night.
The dogs in the arena are barking along with Braun Breaker as he comes in at number 2, Coach.
He's put in the best work of his career. Everything that's happening to him right now, it's well earned. That IC run, he's got a well earned IC run and looking for more, but definitely over. And there's more work for him to do, but he's in a great spot to get even more popular. So big things for him, for the dog, coming in 2025 for sure.
Gunther comes in at number 1, rounding out our power rankings. Griff, go ahead.
Man, Gunther is showing and displaying, even though he looked like his confidence was down, he's showing everybody, I'm still a champion, because you still got to beat me. You still got to find a way to take it away from me. And he's still finding ways to maintain that championship as a true fighting champion would. It's not about how it look and what you go, but he's finding ways to get victories and maintain the top and staying that king on the top of the mountain.
Our power rankings are always interesting as they tend to fluctuate throughout the weeks, as you are not safe on the power rankings with us, because at any moment you could drop off this mug if you take an L. So let us know in the comments what you guys think about power rankings of our list. If you guys have some different thoughts, go ahead and send them over to us, and we're glad to have a discussion about what you think. With that being said, let's go ahead and throw it over to Coach and Griff for the dark match.
What's up, my brother? Good to see you. Back in the match, back in the ring with you again. And this is our time to talk about our thoughts here and what's going on in the wrestling world and who in particular. I wanted to pick your brain. And thanks for sharing that with me today. There were some screenshots out there on Bianca. Obviously, we know she's the number one suspect in the Jade Cargill crime, but there's some other things going on as far as the booking. Now, I'm not hating on her getting her shine, but what do you think about her? Is she winning too much, especially going against Piper? Yeah, what do you think about? Let's talk about that controversy that we that you shared with me. It's pretty interesting. So. What's your thoughts on it?
Yeah, so let me give our audience an idea of what that conversation was. Basically, there were some mixed thoughts and emotions from a lot of fans that this past week on SmackDown, Piper should have went over on Bianca, and Bianca, staging a little injury, and you're going to get someone like Piper Niven, and that buried Piper Niven. So that's just a summary of what this conversation is. My thoughts on that. It made me think about hearing, because a lot of times in criticism, there's always some truth in there, right? Mm-hmm. So I wanted to sit back instead of just, here we go with these fans up here in their feelings. I wanted to hear and see what they're talking about. And in a sense, I kind of slightly agree. I don't agree with the whole burying. I don't agree with the whole thing, but I do agree somewhat that Piper Niven is one of the most underrated women talent. And that would have been a good opportunity for her to go over to push her through. But then on the other fence on that too is we don't know exactly what plans that WWE also have creatively with Chelsea Green. That I think that plays a factor no one's never talking about, because she's in that tournament as well. So it's like a catch-22. Like one side I see it, but then the other side, if you do that for Piper, what is that going to do for Chelsea? If WWE is trying to push Chelsea up, it catapult her as well too. So I just disagree with the taunting and the disrespect. Of course, anytime, how I am, bro. Men bashing women on the internet, I'm zero tolerant of that. So that's where I lose my respect right there. Have your opinion, but bashing women, you don't got the facts behind it. That's a whole different thing. But that's my feeling, my thoughts on that, man. But yeah, definitely want to hear yours, because I know you probably have something kind of different from a different perspective.
When Bianca first hit the scene, I loved it because it was just good to see the Black women having the success, just us.
100%.
But I don't want her creeping in that Becky Lynch territory. I don't think it's going there. But to where, if you win too much. But I think, EO, I think you mentioned before we got on air, EO's the only one that's figured it out. But I wouldn't go as far to call her a female John Cena, but she does need to show some vulnerability, take some. I think where they got pissed off is that she still was able to, from what I was reading, she was still able to KOD her with the bruised ribs and all of that. So they was hating on all of that. But
yeah,
but no, my thoughts are is just, hey, she's a star, she's a future of the business, and I'm kind of ready for her to do more. But yeah, can she afford to take a loss here or there? Yeah, but no, I think WWE is doing. I think they've done the best job with her. I'm talking about Black talent. I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it ECW. So anytime we winning, I'm good for her. But no, I think I think it's going to get even better for her and ready for this heel run for when they do reveal her as the suspect. I think that's when it's going to take off. So I'm excited for that. But nah, man, I saw that. Thanks for sharing that, bro. And I was just curious to see, how you felt, because she getting a lot of hatred for that, for going over on Piper, and that was unnecessary. So, you have any closing?
And real quick, Coach, and then we're gonna jump on out of here. And but I also just want to point out, even to our audience and viewers that's watching, it's we as fans, sometimes we can get very impatient and very needy of what we want and what should be, but we never put ourselves in the mind frame of how creative and what writers are really doing when they're doing their booking and stuff. Like for me, like I said, I listen to, their perspectives, but at the same time, I think the biggest X factor in all of this from that match is Chelsea Green. And the reason I say that is because if you're going to put Piper over, how would that look writing Piper getting a push, and also you're trying to push Chelsea Green as well. So yeah, so I get it, but to me, it is what it was. I understood where they're coming from, and they do have a valid point on that. But I won't go as far as saying like she's the female John Cena, because she's winning, you know what I'm saying? So she's taking some bumps and L's as well too, but not as much as, as the other competitors are. But she's taking some L's as well too.
Yeah, man, can't wait to see what's next for her. And yeah, it's only uphill from here. So, but yeah, thanks for that thought, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for this time in the ring with you tonight. Yeah, and let's get back with our brother Jackie. See you, boy. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, boys, welcome back. Let's go ahead and jump into the lightning round. We're going to put 3 minutes on our ECW clock, and I'm going to give the boys some topics, and they're going to give me their quick thoughts on what they believe about the WWE universe right now. Let's go ahead and jump right in with the Minnesota venue aside. Did Tiffany Stratton need to go over in the U.S. title tournament? Griff, this one's over to you.
It's Tiffy time, and it's her hometown. Anything's possible, and Tiffany gets what she wants. But I didn't think she would have went over, especially what she got going on. But at the same time, not surprised that she went over, because it's Tiff, and we'll see what happens.
Are Drew McIntyre's actions justified with all the things that happened between him and the Bloodline and Sami Zayn? Coach, this one's over to you.
He came back around. He saw it from afar, and he came to get his get back. He said, all right, well, since Punk joined forces, and I see the redhead guy still with him, so I'm gonna come back and give him that Claymore as well. So everything is well deserved. All the heels are on fire because everything is justified. Best storytelling, and I look forward to a great match with them on Saturday night. But yeah, everything justified.
The New Day gets booed out of the building. What are your feelings on the turn, Coach? Is this what we needed? It's over to you.
Oh, nuclear heat is what they call it. It's well deserved. They in one night turn into the biggest heels in the company. It's a lot more because right now they're flipping on them. But what do we say? What do we do? We only told you the truth, and that's the perfect heel. So that everybody's going to where, hey, only thing we were doing was speaking from the heart, and hey, if you don't like it, so be it. But no, this is going to be a great story going into 2025. Can't wait.
Cody said you should be ashamed of yourself. Speaking of Cody, Stardust and Shorty G go at it on SmackDown. Griff, could you see Chad Gable as a world champion soon?
Absolutely, yes. To be honest, I thought he was inches away of beating Cody on Friday night. Actually, he had Cody number. Just Cody as a champion experience figured out the slot to come through and pull out the victory at the end. But yeah, definitely see Chad Gable definitely being world champion real soon in the near future.
Jesse the Body Ventura returns to the call on Saturday Night Main Event. Is the nostalgia there for you, Coach, as no one on the internet knew who he was?
It goes to show you, man, these 80s and 90s babies are loving this night. All the nostalgia's there. I do remember watching it, with in the living room with Granddad, man. So I'm in hearing Ventura on the call. Oh yeah, all of that's coming back. I'm feeling all the vibes. But yeah, it's definitely necessary. It's a great touch, and I'm gonna enjoy hearing him on there. But yeah, well deserved.
DIY tricks everyone and takes a shot at the Motor City Machine Guns. But did this have to be at the expense of the Street Profits? And how do they bounce back, Griff?
DIY, going back to the OG NXT days, picking this heel turn, this back and tricking everyone. This is going to be good. So Profits definitely got some whirlwinds to think about because they're in the midst of trying to prove and get what they want, but at the same time, DIY is saying, you gotta go through us. And we this is the real DIY that we're about to see.
Seth Rollins sounds Drew-esque in his promo. Do you still feel the same way about him, Griff?
Yeah, I do, man. I like the direction Seth is really going, in this, man. And again, we at the point in time that, nobody doesn't like the truth. And Seth Rollins is telling his truth, and no one doesn't like it. And everyone's mad at his truth, but it is what it is, man. But yeah, I definitely love this direction that Seth is doing. And who else? Drew could be behind this too. They could have some private conversations like, you know what, bump this. Let's take care of this and get this out the way.
Last question. Finn could be left standing at the end of the night over Gunther and Damian Priest. Which way do you see this going, Coach?
They only added Priest in there to make it interesting because if you just put Finn and Gunther in there, we know the predictable outcome. So the triple threat just makes it, obviously more intriguing because we know where it's going. I actually see it. Gunther still reigns supreme going into 2025 with the belt. I don't see him losing it until later, closer to Mania.
Griff, same question to you.
It's gonna be a very entertaining match. I'm looking forward to the chops and seeing how they're going to be sold in this match as well. But I don't see Finn standing on top as a champion, but I just think it's going to be. I think it's definitely going to be an underrated match on the card, and Gunther's still going to retain the championship off of this.
Coach, Griff had some conversations that you didn't get to speak on. Would you like to speak on any of those?
Man, Tiffany Stratton already has the money in the bank. I don't care if it's in your hometown or not. Make the right call. Definitely shouldn't have went over in that case.
Griff, same thing. Anything that Coach spoke on that you would like to speak on?
Man, the New Day is one of the most hated tag teams and hated individuals for all time. The locker room don't even give them no respect. They're looking the other way. They don't even want to talk to them. They want to shake their hand. They just don't care for it no more. So yeah, man, I'm all for this. Popcorn ready, and we gonna see how these boys gonna handle this heat going forward.
What a turn, you know what I mean? Like to go from the most lovable characters on the screen to now the most hated within a week. And I hope the Street Profits were taking notes just on how to heel turn, because if you're gonna do it, this is the way to do it. To take somebody that's so lovable and Big E and make him the victim, and now we got two guys that we can boo constantly, like Dominic Mysterio was getting booed at the beginning, right? Dominic doesn't even get this boo anymore, and now they're getting it. So it's nice to see. I told Brian as soon as it started to happen, I was like, "Yeah, this is gold. This is what we needed. This is the heel turn that we needed." So,
man, and the thing to that point, Jackie, if Bobby, we said this last year on the show, around this time last winter. if they had to tie that heel turn to something, they had to do something they had to do something to hurt the crowd. They had to do something to generate it, and then it was never there, and they wanted to convince us. So I was just piggybacking on what you said, that was missing in there when they tried to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a recipe to cook with.
You got to give me a reason to hate you. That's all it is. You got to give me a reason to hate you. You can't just come out and say, "Oh, I'm a bad person now." And so, New Day definitely did that. And to me, I don't think that. I think Big E is ready to go. I don't think he's. I think he's been cleared, and because I don't think they would have mentioned it had he not been. He's been off TV for so long. I don't think we would even gone in this direction if there can't be some type of vengeance at the end of this.
If he was.
So hopefully at the Royal Rumble, we hear, you want to go big, then say that, and he comes on out and he does something at the Royal Rumble, especially looking for those two individuals. With that being said, let's jump right into the predictions, as Saturday Night Main Event is coming up, and I didn't know this was like a PLE of some sort. This is a big deal according to WWE now. So let's talk about the different matches that are coming up, and we'll give our predictions going into Saturday, and we'll see what this does to our fantasy points as well. The United States Women's Championship is on the line as Bayley takes on Chelsea Green on Friday, and Meechin takes on Tiffany Stratton. Who goes over in this? Who wins the United States Championship at the end of this, Griff?
We'll go stick with my two picks, Meechin and Chelsea Green, and I'm just gonna and they both deserve it. But the way the momentum and things is going right now, I think Chelsea Green got the upper edge over Meechin. So I'm going with Chelsea.
Coach?
Yeah, I got I have the same finals, Meechin and Chelsea. I said a couple weeks, Meechin, I'm stick with her. If she did her thing, she's getting better. Hopefully, she can get over. But I got Meechin over Chelsea.
Yeah, I got the same finals, Chelsea Green and Meechin. But I also have Chelsea Green going over, as I think she's the more popular star at this point. And it gives Meechin something to chase after this PLE. The Women's World Championship sees Liv Morgan defend her championship against Io Sky. What are your picks here, Coach?
This is going to be a great match. This is this is the one where Liv's going to be almost to the breaking point to where it's believable that she could lose. But of course, got Liv Morgan being helped by Raquel and some shenanigans. I don't see this being. I see this being a good match, but some shenanigans at the end to help her. Got Liv coming out.
we all know EO, if this was one-on-one with no shenanigans or no interference, EO would definitely squash this chick. But I don't know, Coach. I agree with you. Who's going to win? I got Liv to win it. But the only thing I disagree with is I think somehow it's going to be Mommy that's going to cause EO instead of Raquel.
No, please. Jesus. I also have Liv Morgan going over, but I also have Liv Morgan going over, but I feel like this is a time where she can show some dominance. EO is the same size as her. This will be a good
Yes.
opportunity for her to prove that she can actually beat
Yeah.
somebody good in this in the ring. If not, then what's the point of having the title on her if she can't beat one of the greatest
Exactly.
wrestlers to do it? What's the point of
I
having the
agree.
title on her? So hopefully Liv Morgan goes over. The World Heavyweight Championship is now a triple threat as Gunther takes on Finn Balor and Damian Priest. What are our picks here? Griff, to you.
I'm going to go with Gunther because I think I see a coup de grace of Damian Priest, and Finn Balor think he's going to have the match won, and all of a sudden Gunther's going to come out of nowhere and chop the hell out of him in the air, and Gunther retains. But Gunther's going to retain his title.
Coach?
I got Gunther coming out. It should be a good match. Like I said, hopefully Damian can bring it. You know, Finn and Gunther is going to bring it. Hopefully Damian can upend his end of the bargain and make it a classic. But Gunther coming out and look out for Finn and Gunther extending a feud if possible.
Yeah, Gunther wins it, but I'm rooting for Finn Balor, honestly. I just want both of them to beat up Damian Priest, let's be honest. Drew McIntyre looks to take out the weakest piglet of the bloodline litter as he takes on Sami Zayn. What are our thoughts here? Coach, over to you.
I hope this steals a show. These are great performers. You name it, across the board. So probably gonna be the match of the night. And I got my boy Drew. Claymore him out the ring, baby. So good to have him back.
Griff?
Yeah, definitely going with Drew. I almost want to go with a no contest in this match. I think Drew's probably going to no contest and destroy Sammy, but definitely got Drew winning this one.
Yeah, if Sami Zayn wins this, then I think I'm gonna stop watching wrestling. What's the point? You do it.
I don't think so, bro. You're fine.
You do all of this, then Sami Zayn wins. What's the point? He needs to beat the hell out of Sami Zayn. That's my wishes and my prediction. And then the undisputed WWE Championship. Yeah, thanks, BDixx. The undisputed WWE Championship sees Cody Rhodes defend his title and his whole personality against Kevin Owens. What are our thoughts here? Coach, let's start with you.
Turn this dude, Cody, man. He'll turn him quicker than we think here. But nah, I got Cody going over. It's gonna be a barn burner. It's gonna be a great match as well. But obviously, face of WWE, can't have him lose on that stage.
Griff?
Well, I'm going to take a different turn on this one. So, I'm going with my gut, my intuition. Anything can happen, surprises can happen, and this could be something that WWE having their tricks and throwing people off their game on this one. But I'm going to ride with Kevin Owens on this one.
Okay.
And again, it don't even have to be win the title. He's going to win the match. So I'm going with Kevin Owens for sure in this one.
What's that? Say that again. You don't have to win the title. What did you say?
I said no. What I said was that I'm going for Kevin Owens. I said even if he doesn't win the title, he can still win the match, like shenanigans. But I'm picking Kevin Owens either way to win, no matter shenanigans or win the title. Kevin Owens going over.
Okay. Yeah, I'm picking Cody Rhodes on this one. Sorry, Griff. He's the golden boy, and I just don't see them putting it on Kevin Owens. Something happens that there's a wacky finish, but I just don't see them putting Kevin Owens over right now, especially heading into WrestleMania season and all of that stuff. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think Kevin Owens is the one that's going to drive this ship into WrestleMania this year. So I'm going with Cody Rhodes. So we'll see what happens,
Cody
man.
not
Saturday
losing
night.
until Mania.
Sorry, go ahead, Coach.
Oh yeah.
No, I was just saying Cody not losing until Mania.
Who does he lose to at Mania?
I've been watching a lot of videos. There's a lot of, especially if The Rock's not involved or not, he's right now it's not looking good for the final boss. I would say it's gonna be him and Randy. I got Randy taking off of him. My guess for right now.
Griff, what are your thoughts there? Who beats Cody at WrestleMania?
If Cody does make it to WrestleMania and doesn't drop it before then, I had possibly Randy or possibly Cena. And somehow The Rock ain't involved, but Randy and Cena make sense to me. And with this being Cena last WrestleMania, this could be the passing that he finally passed Ric Flair's all-time most championship holder at 17.
Has John Cena won the Royal Rumble? If he has, I'm sorry for asking this question, but has John Cena won the Royal Rumble?
Twice?
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yes.
Okay. So.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I could see that happening as a triple threat. Honestly, guys, the Randy Orton scene behind that is chasing John Cena, right? So I could see that happening as a triple threat, and I'm sure you could get a storyline out of that some way somehow. So.
Oh yeah,
I would.
Let's not forget they advertising the hell out of him at Elimination Chamber too.
They are. So that's
So
his
that's
way
possible.
of getting in. That's his way of advancing.
Yeah,
I
if he don't win the Rumble,
I don't think he win the Rumble, but that'd be his way.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree with that. I saw Drew, for some reason in my head, I saw Drew McIntyre winning the Royal Rumble tonight. Just in my head, I don't know why. I was like, he could probably win it and be a good foe for Cody at Mania. But
yeah,
you know what I was thinking, y'all, earlier? I was thinking WWE should pull away from the Rumble, like bringing on, okay, for the men, maybe a couple surprise legends, but pull away from the legends in both Rumbles and start bringing your NXT talent in these Rumbles and mix them up with the main roster, man.
Yeah.
Especially in the women's side. Ooh, wait.
Oh, that's gonna be crazy.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think I don't think you have to go into the legend pool as much anymore because the roster is so thick. So I don't think you have to. I don't think you have to pull from that anymore. But I agree, it would be nice to see some NXT call ups, not necessarily call ups, but just show up at the Royal Rumble and see what you can do. So,
oh, real quick, y'all. Speaking of NXT, before we close out, I knew this was going to happen, but it came sooner than I thought. But Trick Williams and Obafemi, like, what's your thoughts on that? That's blockbuster.
Yeah. I'm excited about this one, man. I as soon as it happened, as soon as his music hit, I was like, "Yep, there we go. Yeah, this is what we need." And let's send up some prayers for Trick Williams because this man might lose his life in this feud. I don't. The Eddie Thorpe thing really threw me off. I was like, what's the point of him being in the ring during this? But I am excited about Obafemi and Trick Williams.
Yeah.
Man.
There we go. Okay, let's get on out of here, boys. This one was fun, and hopefully your predictions come true. We'll be watching this one on Saturday night, and we'll come back and give our reactions next week. But let's go ahead and close this one out. Griff, let the people know where they can find you, bro.
Yes, sir. Griff Nation 84 on Instagram and also on X, formerly known as Twitter. Griff 84.
Coach, let the people know where they can find you.
All right. Yep. At Coach Montay 24. Add him on Instagram.
You can find us all. You can find me, Jackie Miles, on Instagram and Twitter at Jackie Miles 42. You can find us all on Instagram at Ebony Championship Wrestling and on X at Ebony Championship Rest. Follow our wise man BDixx on Instagram as well at B_DIXX. This is always fun. We appreciate all of the love and support that you guys show. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell so that you are notified every time that the boys hit your screen. Again, we appreciate all the love and support. And this is Ebony Championship Wrestling signing off. But Coach, let them know.
We never tapping out. Good night.
Not once. We appreciate all of y'all. Y'all have a great night. We'll see y'all next time. Peace out.